So now we have Denmark versus Korea, which is actually the #1 and #2 ranked mixed team in qualification.
Yes, this is going to be a humdinger. This is two solid teams shooting out here.
Absolutely.
From ranking, they brought it all the way to the match. There we see Sonnichsen, also ranked #1 in the ladies, and then obviously Stephan Hansen, the #1 ranked archer in the world. Jongho from Korea, really solid archer. Chaewon from Korea, also very, very good archer. This is a really good Korean team that's up against Denmark here. Looking forward to an interesting match coming up.
Yeah, this should be interesting for sure. So Korea will shoot first, looks like.
Both these Danish archers we'll see later in the individual matches as well.
Yes, we'll see both of them in the gold medal match, actually, respectively to their...
So some pedigree in that team.
Oh, 10 to start off with.
Great start. Very interesting to see the different, you know, the different pace that archers use. Some has a quick shot, some has a slower shot.
And some are a little bit quicker getting on and off the line, where some take their time. You don't want to get your heartbeat up. Or have anything that would cause your rhythm in your system to kind of be offset.
Stephan is a no-nonsense archer. He aims and he makes the shot go. He was really solid this week individually as well. Just putting it out the top.
Just off the top.
And then immediately onto his sight there. Maybe he released right in the middle and wasn't happy with what the result were.
Yeah, she's usually not happy with anything other than the middle.
Yeah.
And we see actually both of the women putting it in the 10.
Yes, women taking the lead, yeah.
Yeah, kind of helping out their male teammates there, which it's not a bad thing either way.
Not at
all. As long
all.
as you're working together. So another 10.
와, 자신 있게. 까지.
Just
That
out
looked
the
like
bottom.
a nice and relaxed shot, but in the same direction too as his previous one.
He's
So.
onto his sight as well. I think he's also just shooting a little bit low, just at the sight a little bit. See what Stephan can do.
Yep, extra højre.
That's a very good
Good
shot.
shot by Stephan.
Yeah, his sight adjustments were spot on.
Stærk skud hele vejen.
Very interesting style of shooting that Sonnichsen has.
Yeah.
She commands that release, but she does it smoothly.
Yeah, and you know she does it consistently, and that's the thing, you know, and with this is that, you know, no matter how funky that the form looks from a viewer's perspective, it just matters if you can do it well and you can do it the same every time, you know, because you can sight in for whatever, you know, imperfections, I guess you could say, are in your shot as long as it's
consistent.
the same. Yeah.
Very nice slow motion footage we see there. All tied up after 4 arrows each side. 38 apiece. And as I said earlier, 38 seems to be a decent score today in the wind.
Yeah.
Keep that up.
Other days, less wind, elements are a little bit different. You may expect to shoot a little higher than that, but days that are windier, you could expect to shoot lower. So it is a game of how well you can play the wind and the elements and just kind of stay on top of things. So.
This Korean team that we see here beat Vietnam by 3, they beat Chinese Taipei by 5, and they beat India by 6. So they came through reasonably easy into the gold medal match. It's going to be the toughest competition. Very, very good shot in the X.
Korea starting this end off well.
Full score. Denmark beat Mexico by 7. They beat Iran by 2, and they had the shoot-off with the USA, which they won. So they had a little bit of a tougher match to get them into this position.
Yep.
Solid.
Solid 10.
Stærk skud så hele vejen. Arbejde med det. Yep, X.
Very good shoot.
Lav det, X.
Very, very good.
Nobody wants to give this up, that's for sure.
No.
X.
X. Tight gripping going on there. Obviously these compound bows a little bit more powerful than the recurve bows, shooting arrows at I would say 50 to 70 feet per second quicker. Wonderful shot in the X there.
Very strong shooting. That'll definitely put the pressure on.
Less wind affected by the wind than a recurve bow at 70 meters. So slightly smaller target also to aim at 50 meters, but definitely very powerful bow.
A lot less room for error then as well, you know, because you can cut through the wind a little bit more, and you know, it's a little bit more of an advantage as far as the faster speed goes, and as far as shooting a little bit closer distances. You know, you see the scores are a lot closer together and a lot higher in compound.
So there, Korea takes a 1-point lead. Stephan's arrow seemed to be just out the 10 at the bottom. It's going to be an interesting final couple of arrows coming up.
쟤네가 먼저 쏘니까는 좀 여유 갖고 있어. 집중은 계속 하고 있어야 돼.
Halfway through the match, Korea only dropped 2 points.
Patrick prøver at sige noget. Yes. Nå, vi skyder først. Godt, du har flere. Nok andre.
You can see the beautiful view in the background. The financial district here in Shanghai, China. It's a beautiful setting. I can't emphasize that enough. It's really one of the most spectacular venues that you can find to have an archery tournament at.
Absolutely, I definitely agree with that.
Stærk skud hele vejen.
They definitely go above and beyond for the tournament as well, which is nice to see. So Hansen opening up with an X.
Very good X. Hansen has a very good record in medal matches. Whenever he reaches a medal match, he
usually does
very well in the medal matches.
Yep, X.
Unbelievable shooting. Unbelievable. She's hardly missed the X. Still that 1-point theoretical lead for Korea, but they still have to shoot 2 arrows. There they are, square. There's one arrow to go for Korea to shoot. How do your fortunes change in one arrow, 2 arrows?
That's exactly what it is, you know, and you go home and you tell stories of how you lost or
Could
what,
have, you
what
would
happened.
have, you should have.
Yeah, and it's like it's always this one arrow here is what cost you the whole tournament, you know, and that's why it's so close.
좋아.
So
Good shot.
keeps it tied up at least.
A couple of years ago, shooting Vegas, I dropped one, and afterwards had a discussion with Mike Looper from Hoyt and said to him, you know, if I only did this and that, and he said to me, if ifs and buts were sweets and nuts, we would all have a Merry Christmas. You either make it or you don't, and that is it's the real deal. A very good shot in the X. Let's see if Sarah can put another X in there. Come on, give us another X. Oh, she missed the X. Wonderful 10 though. She's been shooting spectacularly today.
Absolutely. We'll make for good matches later on this afternoon as well.
Look at that grouping in that target. You know that for the viewers out there, that 10 ring is only 8 centimeters across, and that X ring is only 4 centimeters across at a distance of 50 meters. So that's some really good shooting. If you look at if you look at the bow from the front, you can see the bubble in the bow that shows you if you're holding your bow upright during the shot. He surely was holding his bow upright. That bubble was in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, this is the real match. Wonderful slow motion footage there of the vibration of the bow.
Yes.
You know, I wonder if it's a bit cooler out there by the water. You know, it's actually quite warm here in Shanghai, and just seeing that fountain, that looks kind of refreshing.
It does. It really does. It's been a warm last 3 days here.
Yeah. And sunnier than past years as well. Normally we kind of see a little bit of clouds, but we've definitely seen a good amount of the sun.
Yes. So you can see a lot of suntan going around as well. X. Yeah, we're getting to the business end of this match now.
This is kind of where there's really no.
You have to move
room
in this
for
end, and they're all square. So back to square one.
anything at this point.
Two X's, very good shooting. 137 out of 144 for Korea.
Yep.
Very good.
Good 10.
Stephan has found his rhythm. He had that first arrow out high and he adjusted his sights, and now he's just hammering them.
Full power.
Kind of decided that he wasn't going to drop anymore, I guess.
Sarah has been hammering them from the beginning.
Yep.
And another one at 10. No, that's not a 9, that's definitely in on the 10.
Yeah, I don't think
guess
there's much
this
question
match
about
is
that one.
definitely still square. Up to the last 2 arrows. That's what you want to do. Keeping the pressure on the opposition. We're heading towards a 157 score here if we can shoot a 10.
If this last one's in the 10, and then it definitely puts the pressure on Denmark, because if Denmark shoots 2 10s, then it'll go into a shoot-off. If they shoot even 1 9, it'll go to Korea, but
And
that is
that's
an X. So
a lot of pressure on Denmark to give us 2 10s here.
both archers are very capable of doing just that, though. You know, and this is where it comes down to keeping your head in the game, and just executing the same shots you've been executing, because you know they hit the middle. That's an X right there.
Very solid. Give us a shoot off. We haven't seen a shoot-off today.
Yeah.
Let's hope we get a
A little bit of
shoot-off.
excitement there, huh?
Yes.
Massa too.
And she
And
does.
that one should be good.
It looks good. So it's up to the judge to go and decide those 2 arrows. That's got an asterisk next to them, but I guess they're both in.
I think so as well. I'm with you. Both of hers were actually just high on that line there, but both of them look too close to be out.
So Alexia, a score of 157 out of 160. That's a very good score.
That's a very good score. You know, I think really any team would be happy with that, especially when you're trying to work together and when you're getting on and off the line so quick. It's a little bit more fast-paced. There's a little bit more that you have to kind of keep track of what's going on and such.
It's just 3 arrows that did not hit that 8 centimeter 10 ring out of the 16 arrows that were shot.
Yeah.
Under some, high-pressure, windy conditions. It just goes to show the level of archery that we've seen this week.
Absolutely. You definitely know why they're in the gold medal match here, that's for sure.
So now they're taking down the target faces, putting 1 target in the middle, and both teams will have the opportunity to shoot 2 arrows at the target.
And now the deciding factor of this will actually be closest to the center.
First, the highest score.
First will be the highest score, and then if they tie scores again,
the 1 arrow.
which is, ideal to both shoot 10, then it'll just be the 1 arrow that's closest to the center will be.
So you want to shoot 2 10s, but you also want to get 1 in the X at least.
Exactly. 1 right on the spider center of the X.
And all 4 of these archers, we're hitting a lot of X's today, so we hope for a good X.
But the shoot-off can also bring in a little bit added anxiety, a little bit added pressure, because this is make it or break it.
Yes.
That's
why
no
these archers do archery, to experience moments like this.
And they, it's kind of the same. Whereas if you didn't feel that, then it's time to quit. If you stop getting excited in these situations.
And you can hear them playing that heartbeat in the background to build a bit of suspense.
To build it a little bit for the spectators, a little bit for the competitors as well. When you kind of hear that, then it kind of gets your own heart beating a little bit faster as well. Strong shot, good 10.
Very good shot.
And now Denmark will shoot, so 1 at a time. Keeping it kind of a little bit more even versus 1 team shooting and then the other team shooting. It's arrow by arrow. And the wind's picking up just a little bit.
Oh.
That one's going to be a 9.
Stephan was struggling with that wind, you could see
Yeah,
it.
taking the time a little bit more, which sometimes is good. If you need to take your time, you can have a little bit better of a shot. But at the same time, if the wind's pushing.
Basically, Kim just needs to hit the 10, and that's game over. It sounds very easy, does it?
Exactly.
And he does that.
That is a 10.
That's exactly what he does. Korea takes it. Doesn't matter if
Sarah Sol will
Sarah
get a
Sol
chance
shoots
to
an X.
shoot.
Back score.
9.
It looks just off the 10 line as well.
Yeah, so Korea definitely takes this one. It was a wonderful match to watch, and we asked them for a shoot-off. They gave us just
And
that.
that's what we got, yeah. First one of the day, and it was definitely a good shoot-off. So congratulations to all archers for making it to the gold medal match and shooting, a very high score in the gold medal match as well. That's definitely something to be proud of, and they'll both go home with medals.
So for the archers sitting at home looking at the World Cup, World Archery on archery.tv, and they go, I can do that. It's wonderful, and one must try and do that, but just remind everybody out there that there's a lot of wind, and there's a lot of wind inside you, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot at play.
And it's a lot of figuring out what works for you. These archers have spent hours upon days, and even years trying to figure out just the most perfect, minute changes that are going to make the biggest of a difference, and really make you the best archers in the world.